Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
I don't know if my face is on there or not. Anyway, what's going on, y'all? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
And this is another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we bring you our hot takes and our reviews of movies and television coming straight out of Hollywood. Ooh, I like that. That flowed, but I ain't going to use that.
Yeah, again. That was a good one.
Yeah. What's going on with you, bro?
Man, can't call it, man. Glad to be back in the lab today, man. We got a very special and I feel going to be a very entertaining podcast today, man. Mm-hmm. But other than that, man, I'm doing all right, man. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, you know, buried her dad, buried my uncle yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Tom Drop. But other than that, man, I'm doing all right, man. You know how funerals go. You have a funeral, everybody go back to the crib and everybody chop it up, man. We was on the porch.
Yeah, I know y'all had old times, food,
man. Man, listen. Man, see, now I don't know why you gonna say that, man. I don't know why you gonna remind me about what
everybody got the good food, bro.
True, but man, I don't think they anticipated
they cater. That's why people. You can't cater. Yeah,
yo, listen, man. Like we sitting here, they giving out scoops and shit, man. These little tiny little portions, man.
Oh yeah, nah. It'd have been two funerals that day.
I'm telling you, man, that was the worst part about it, man. The fact that, you know, you couldn't really get full. You know, I had to end up, you know, we ended up getting some stuff later on that day, but it turned out to be a pretty good service, man. So rest in peace to Tom Drop. But how you doing, man? Everything good with you?
Man, everything great, man. You know what I'm saying? Kicked it with my dudes yesterday, did a little something, and outside of that shit, that was it, bro. My brother got mad because he wanted to watch the UFC fight, but he ain't want to buy it.
But if you don't want to buy it, man, you can't do that.
Like, he talking about, man, we go to the cigar bar and watch it. I'm like, man, fuck out of here. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? It didn't even matter because by the time I got back, it was too late anyway. We wouldn't have been able to make it out there in time no way, so it was whatever. But, you know what I'm saying, we got a very special episode. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bonus episode. Man, we had to get to this one. You know what I'm saying? This shit was so fun and to remember, you know what I'm saying? For me, it was fun to remember. But also, it was also just fun to watch, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime we get a documentary, you know what I'm saying, go back in time and do all that stuff, you know what I mean? It's great to do. But before we do all that, man, we got a very special guest, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, this man is, you know what I'm saying, the owner, the face. He's the magic behind the Distinctive Drip Network. And then, not only that.
This is third time on the pod.
Third time on the pod.
Yep.
3. Hey, look, everything coming threes, man. And then not only that, this man here, bro, is our co-host on the 4-3 pod, man. We talking about our guy JD. What's up, my boy?
What up? You here?
What's going on with you, man?
Bro, let me say something, man. So, although y'all my homies, bro, I'm actually a fan of the show, like a legit fan. So, like, I be listening to these Jones, like I like all the sports stuff. I definitely listen to, but then it's always something like one of the ones like it's like a killer or something. Y'all do like a real good job with like the killer ones too. So
that's Sean. That ain't me. He got all that shit down pat. He be knowing all that shit, bro. He be knowing where them motherfuckers stayed. He be knowing the water bill them motherfuckers had.
Yeah, facts.
He know the credit card number. He be know all that shit, bro. And he be doing that stuff.
Because he's meticulous like that. I'm pretty sure he got bodies in his refrigerator.
Hey, if he do, if you do, I don't want to know.
Nah.
Hey, man, but
like that, man. I'm turning to a serial killer, man.
All right, I ain't gonna turn you into Ted Bundy, but check this out though. So for those of y'all who don't know, I am JD, and these guys are saying really, really nice things about me, but we normally talk trash to each other. That's normally how we get down. Sure. But it's a mutual respect thing, and they ain't really bigging up the way they should on this 4-3 pod, bro. 4-3, our 4-3 pod is like the first pin pod I've been on where everybody's equal. Like everybody got their own swag. They can carry a show by themselves. It's one of the coolest things I've been on, like since I've been podding. So everybody knows Sean, my OG for podcasting. So for me to be on the show with him pretty much every week, and then Scoot's crazy ass to be with us, It's you never know what you're gonna get. So y'all tune in for 4-3 Pod coming back because football season is back, bro.
Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. So, man, let's get into it, man. We talking about the Untold Girlfriend Next Door, the Netflix documentary, came out not too long ago, and
It's
this
not
is
Girlfriend
about.
Next Door.
Oh, I'm sorry, the girlfriend who didn't. I was looking at something else. My apologies, brother. The girlfriend who didn't exist.
Girlfriend
But
next
basically, man, this is the story about the whole Manti Te'o girlfriend hoax, man. This whole thing is bananas. First and foremost, I really don't know how to put this except for the fact that Manti Te'o had a girlfriend that he never met, and she died, and then she came back to life. And it kind of it kind of ruined his chances at you know what I'm saying, being a top draft pick. You know what I mean? And that shit was everywhere, man. That shit was on CNN. That shit was on oh, I didn't mean to do that. But that shit was on everything, man. It was on CNN, it was on Fox News. It was pretty much the talk of the town at the time, man. So where do y'all want to start with this shit?
All right, so let me start it off, man. What I think we should touch first is just the, you know what I mean, the bring people in easy and just really speak on the fact of like, yo, I am the guy who I always feel that Notre Dame and Notre Dame players are always hyped up. Like they're always put on this pedestal of like they make them out to be greater than they really are. But I will say this. I have to say, Manti Te'o was a really good damn linebacker. You like to be not starting as a freshman, but then they put him in and the dude made an impact off the rip, and he literally became one of the best, quote unquote defensive players in college football. You got to give him that.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
It is debatable. I don't
That's
think.
very
Listen,
debatable.
I honestly don't believe that he should have been in that room in the Heisman his senior year.
Super debatable.
But you have to at least say the dude was a tackling machine. You know what I'm saying? He did. You know what I'm saying? He had a knack of getting to the football. Well, at least to the tackle, to make the tackle. So I think that when you look at him as a talent, coming out of high school and all that, like you have to give him that, because I think that that's what makes the story as big as it was, because it was the fact that he was a really good college football player. Yeah. And for a college football player, and then come on, we're going to be real on this podcast. Like just being on a football team, we talking Division II, Division III, but I mean Division I is a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on, you know what I'm saying, the Clemson campus with a former friend, well not a former friend, but a friend of mine who wasn't even a starter at the time. And he was the man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to hear a story that a guy that is a star football player in college football and he has a girlfriend that he never met her and she don't exist. It's like, yo, you know how much ass you can get just being on the football team, and you're telling me that you got a girlfriend that don't exist? Like, how does this happen,
saying, bro?
It's a lot of capping out here, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, Jamar, how did you feel about this, rewatching this and reliving this goofball of a moment?
So for me, I mean, I'm gonna be real, bro. So for me, I hate Notre Dame. Like I've hated Notre Dame. I hated them when they used to play Miami. I just I've always hated them. So when anytime they players get like a fool made out of them, I'm super excited. And especially because they always just trying to find a way to put Notre Dame in the conversation for college football. We've had multiple conversations on 4-3 Pod about Notre Dame, who they really are, why people love them so much, with the amounts of money they throw at these guys, and like how they never meet expectations, and they haven't really been good since like Lou Holtz. So for me personally, when I see Manti Te'o, I just don't think that could be a possibility. Like Sean said, like if you've been on a Division I campus of any sort, no matter the sport, if you're a player and the level of a player that he was, a starter, Like, there's no way I would have a girlfriend I couldn't see every day or every night.
Right.
Because it's like it's too many opportunities out here to be a thought as a man. Like, it's just too many. Like, it's like you wouldn't miss your shot with a girlfriend that is potentially in Cali, you all the way in Indiana, and then I ever have met her. But it is whatever. I'm just happy he got catfish even from Notre Dame.
That's hilarious. No, for me the craziest part is not having anybody that knows about her. Like, if anybody know anything about Hawaiian or Pacific Islander culture, like, they're a real close-knit community. And for them to be as big of a community as they are, a lot of them either know somebody or know somebody that knows somebody. It's a lot of 6 degrees of separation with them. So the fact that he had like no idea who this girl ever was, never seen her, never knew anybody that knew her, never knew anybody that talked to her, any of that. And then like later on down the line, he finally did that and he heard about somebody that knew about her. Like, that's kind of weird to me. Then not only that, like, he's supposed to be the oldest in his family. So the fact that you're the oldest of the family out of your siblings and you go through something like this, there's no way you wouldn't be able to deal with a situation like this with some type of common sense. And then to add to that fact, it was 2012. You had Skype, you had FaceTime, you had Uvu, you had a multitude of things to use to be able to figure out who this person was, or at least see this person in real life. This person, y'all never seen each other at all, like through a camera or anything. They just constantly sent you pictures. That's kind of crazy in 2012. I know a lot of people don't remember what 2012 was like, but I do. And you actually could get on videos and make videos on your phone in 2012. Never sent you a video on the phone or nothing, email, none of that. That's kind of weird to me, bro.
He did get the John when he did get the John when he asked for the picture when she's sitting at the end. Like, he did get a picture. So technically, in all honesty, what was to say that was going to be any different any other time?
It's a difference when. Okay, so listen, the picture thing was cool, right? I get that one. That's like a verification picture or whatever. But it's a different thing than calling that person and saying, hey, can you make this video to my dead cousin, Manti? And then you can't do that because they're going to be like, hey, Manti, I hope you get better. Manti, get that video. Be like, get better from what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Listen, bro,
man,
go ahead, Sean. Get to him, Sean.
No, I was just gonna say, yo, fuck the bullshit. Like, let's be honest. I know that Notre Dame is the Catholic school and all this type of stuff. Everybody's supposed to say they believe in religion. I'm not saying, look, we're not getting into that discussion. This is what we're getting into. There's some freaks at Notre Dame too. All right, let's not get it twisted.
I already told you, Catholic schoolgirls.
Listen,
you nasty.
This is my thing, yo. Fuck all that. We're talking about 18 to 21-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Those are prime years, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Listen, you ain't sending me no titties. You ain't sending me no videos of you. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, come on. Like, nah.
Listen, we are missing a huge fact, too. This is what I forgot. This motherfucker is Mormon.
Who?
Manti Te'o.
Man, listen. They talked about, figure out that. They said that he went through his spurt where I think it was his junior year. His junior year where they was like he started being seen like around a lot of girls and all types of little shit like that. So I think that cause I'm gonna take sis, look, I gotta steal one of the Scoot things right here, man. Look, Tim Tebow, whole virgin story, cap.
Hey man, come on, bro. We know now. Everybody know Tim Tebow was getting cheeks.
Yes, I don't believe it.
Timmy wasn't getting no cheeks, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
man.
Right. Tim Tebow.
Yes, he was, man.
In the name of Jesus, he was. What are you talking about? This nigga was going to Bible study and then going to Pound Town afterwards.
Yes. Dude, I believe
there's no way he wasn't getting no cheeks, bro.
I think Manti was smashing girls, but like this girl, because she was, the same ethnicity that he was, I think that's why he kind of kept this thing. I think that's really the main reason why this strung out as long as it did, because there wasn't no more people at his school other than his friend Chris that, that can relate to it. Because I think that at the end of the day, like that was just one of those things where he really wanted to stay with his, quote unquote own people. Like I think that his plan was to meet with someone who was Hawaiian Pacific, to have a baby with them and actually, have a life. Like I think that that's what his plan was. And I think that he was smashing girls there. And maybe that's why he didn't really mind having a girl, so many miles away, because he's like, look, I'm getting some here. Like I'm meeting my needs here, but this is the girl that I want to plan to have my future with. But how can you plan to have a future with, number one, somebody you never smashed? I don't believe in marrying somebody before you hit them draws. I'm sorry. I need to know what the box is like before I'm saying that this is going to be the person I'm going to be with. If you don't,
what am I watching?
Listen, man, this is just the God's honest truth, man. And then number two, how are you like going to be with somebody that you don't know how they keep their house up? You don't know if they even wash their own ass. Like, come on, like I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Well, I tell you this though. This the thing that gets me. Was the fact that you know what I'm saying. I know you think that he was out here like getting cheeks. I don't think Mentateo was hitting nothing, to be honest with you.
Nope.
If you listen to him in this documentary, just talk. Dude is so far disconnected from
life.
Yeah, he's one of them people that it's just like he's not. It don't seem like he's super social. It don't seem like he got a lot of friends. It don't seem like he's up to date on nothing. Like even in that documentary, he still seemed like you could still catfish him. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm being dead serious. I mean, if you listen to the way he talking and everything else, like he seems like he really is like a super naive person. And like in listening to him explain himself and go through those, like relive those moments, you know what I'm saying, rewatching them and everything else, I kind of get how dude was able to come back and, you know what I'm saying, get that off.
I mean, let's be real, bro. I'm tired. I can't do this no more. I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't getting no cheese. Like we can literally tell my man was not out here. He might have had the stat.
Yo. I think we need to back Jamar out. All right. You hear me?
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Did we lose him?
I don't. No, I told him to back out because we were just getting the buzz. We got some kind of interference. Something was interfering with.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was me.
No, I can hear it.
Okay. I thought I was tripping. I thought that was me. I was trying to fix it while he was talking. Okay, so he'll be back. But man, bonus episode, baby.
Yeah, you're gonna be some editing in this one.
Definitely.
But yeah, listen, I hear what y'all are saying, but I also believe that there is a secret life that's going on with certain people that we don't know about. Like there are these nice guys and these people who are, considered to be really nice people. And then we just never know what's really going on behind closed doors because they have given off this, this certain type of persona about themselves. And I think that he was, the way that he is and the way that he was portrayed as this nice guy, I can see how, look, and I'm not saying that nobody's wrong and nobody's right. But what I'm saying is, I believe that he was getting some for the simple fact of just like this portrayal that we get of people, we get this certain image of people. And just because we may think they're a cornball, doesn't mean the cornballs ain't getting no ass either. So I can see what y'all are saying, but I just feel like, nah, man, I really think this dude was really getting some and just was giving off that thing of like he wasn't.
Yeah.
And like that he was, you know what I'm saying, naive enough to be able to get catfish and all that type stuff. But I just believe that it was, you know, I'm not going to repeat everything I said, but I just think that because she was the same ethnicity that he was, I think that he was trying to set up his, you know what I'm saying, basically marriage like down the road. Like, I'm going to go ahead and get these in while I'm here.
Yeah.
And like I say, look, I could be wrong. I'm just saying that's just how S-Dot is portraying the situation. But I believe that he was. I see where y'all are coming from, but I just think that he was, but he was trying to set up like, this is just like those things of like, you know what I'm saying? Let me run through all these hoes, and then I'm gonna make this one girl my wife type thing. I mean, I just feel that that's what he was doing.
I don't know, man. I don't, like I said, just watching him speak about the situation, you know what I'm saying? Listening to the stuff he's saying, he just seemed like cut off from the world. You know what I mean? Like I said, he seemed like a very naive person. And I don't mean that to say like, you know what I'm saying, he's not bright, he's not a bright person or a smart person. I'm just saying that he's just not as social.
What dude, he's from Hawaii.
But even then, bro, like to me, that really don't make a difference, only because once you get to a certain point, right? I understand that, you know, he from Hawaii and everything else, but let's be honest, bro. This is it. We talking about his senior year. He done been there at least 4 years. He got a best friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that him being a star football player that he was, he had people that was coming up to him and everything else. So it's not like he was just like this recluse. Like then nobody want to fuck with him, and then nobody know him. Everybody knew who he was. He was probably the biggest person on campus.
True, but you also got to remember, you didn't mention where his best friend was from. He came from the same high school as he did. True. And that was his roommate. So that was really the only person that he talked to on a daily basis that was in close proximity as him. So like they said that he was like a quiet person. So I think that you could trick a person. Like that's just like if you have a person that's from, I don't know, somewhere in Idaho that's not Boise, and then they end up going to USC, you know what I'm saying, Southern Cal.
Right.
It's gonna be some type of, you know what I'm saying, shell shockness of like being from a small town in the middle of nowhere.
That is true. But we talking about 4 years, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. Like I'm not saying, look, this is man Tateo completely botched this. Like this is very obvious, because my thing is, I mean, for number one, like the reason it's easy to say this, hindsight being 2020, but it's just like, I'm just speaking personally. I'm not having no long distance relationship with somebody that I'm not smashing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or at least you ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't video chatting. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't sending me nothing. I mean, like, nah, like what is this? Like, we could be cool. Like they was talking about it on Ebro in the morning last week. And Ebro was talking about how Rosenberg got catfished before.
Yeah.
I don't think it was, obviously wasn't this long, but he was just saying that like, yo, you come from the age. He was like, yo, you had a pen pal, Rosenberg. And it was like, yo, I had a pen pal. But the difference between me and that pen pal was they went to my high school. I physically met this person. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Me and this person, we, you know what I'm saying, we got into it. I could have smashed, but I was like, this might not be a good idea. And then they went back to Germany and we just, kept in touch. You know what I'm saying? She wrote me letters and I wrote her letters back. So I knew who I was talking to because, you know what I'm saying, I was with this person for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not with, but I'm just mean went to school with this person for a whole year.
Him. Yeah, you've seen him. You've seen him physically before.
Yeah. So it's just like for you to carry on something for 4 years and it's like it's the same thing. Like, no, dude. Like there's no possible way this shit is happening to me, man. Like 100%. There's no way. Jamar, I know this is going to be hard, and I know it's not going to be the same energy. But if you can, if you remember, everything that you said when you started talking, we didn't get none of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like
bet.
none of it. So
Nah.
if you can try to duplicate that,
Yeah, I
you know
can
what I'm
do
saying?
that. Yeah, I'm a professional. Definitely professional. So what I'm saying, so what I was saying was Manti Te'o is not a guy that you would see on the street and be like, he's a weirdo. Like just the way he looked. But we didn't been
That's what I'm
around,
saying.
but we didn't see plenty of athletes that are socially awkward. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because you got money and you look like an athlete and you look a certain way, I didn't see cats that they got like that weird energy. Like you remember like Mr. Mead, Sean? Like he would be like,
Yeah.
he'd be like, hey, how's everybody doing? Dude, like,
Come on, man. Don't do me like that.
That's hilarious.
Don't do me like that.
And it would be, it's just like socially awkwardness. We just assume that because you're an athlete or a person that's in front of people that you don't still have that social awkwardness because you're popular.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was Manti Te'o. And I think it was just easier to get past the socially awkwardness by making up this, maybe not making up the rules, but having that girlfriend and never checking back, because you can at least tell people, okay, listen, she's my girlfriend. Like these are her pictures, like blase, blase. I mean, he's a good looking guy. So at the end of the day, if he's a good looking guy and he got some girl that's a good looking girl, ain't nobody gonna question it. Now, when people question it is when it's like a nerdy dude and he got like a bad girlfriend, but ain't nobody ever met her. You know what I'm saying? So those are the questions. Those are when you got to deal with that. So to be honest, the thing that he got catfished is kind of like par for the course, because people get got all the time.
He seems. I'm telling you, man. If you listen to him, he just seemed, very gullible, very naive. Like I'm telling you, man, he just seemed like cut off. Like I know he got a friend and everything, but at the same time, it's just like you could tell like he has no familiarity with what's really going on, what's trendy, what's any of that. And then the second thing that I wanted to get at, bro, you got to get at the people that's around him too. Like we
gotta, where your mom and daddy at?
Mom, dad, friend, all them. Ain't nobody be like, man, you ain't never seen this girl. Like, are you gonna ever go see this girl? You gonna invite this girl? Far. You wait. Don't they play? Didn't they play USC that year?
Yes, and he tried to meet up with her. He only met with the cousin. But what you forgetting is he lied to his dad. His dad was on him and was like, yo, I don't know about this. And he said, did you meet this girl? And he was like, I lied to my father and told him, yes, I met her. So there was a person in his life that was like, I don't know, like, man, this is kind of weird.
So I'm gonna take the dad out. I'm gonna take the dad out. But I will get it. You're right. I get the dad credit because he also said, you know what I'm saying, he brought shame on the family off of this too. So I respect that.
Oh no, wait, everybody else. One. We're not mentioning your mama is normally the person who checks girls, not your daddy. Like
your dad is the dude. Like, hey man, you know, you hit that
jet.
yeah. But your mom, Dukes, is the one that's like something ain't right. My spidey senses is tingling. You know what I'm saying? Your mama always know, even if you ain't even close to your mama, you can still your mama be like something ain't right about that girl.
Yeah.
And your mama the first one to know when your girl gets pregnant.
She wouldn't be able to do that because she ain't even. Motherfucker didn't even exist. So of course she ain't gonna be like something ain't right with it. Yeah, she don't know nothing about this motherfucker. Then nobody know nothing about him. He didn't know shit about him.
I ain't gonna stand for the slander, man. Y'all going at my man head too heavy.
Nah, bro. Nah. And I'll tell you this. I think if we get together and we get some stuff together, bro, I think we can still get Manti Te'o. And he got money now.
Listen. So this is true, but this is what I was talking about earlier. So, right, and I got a great example for it too. Mm-hmm. So I was listening to Bringing Them Up Again on Ebro in the Morning, and they was talking about the Manti Te'o shit. And Rosenberg was like, yo, for the fact that Manti Te'o, it was like how they're showing you the old footage of him and they're showing you the new him, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And what three things can do for you, but it makes a complete difference.
A beard, for sure.
A beard, for sure. A teeth job, and a haircut. Mm-hmm. Because listen, Manti Te'o looked like he had a complete makeover. He had a BBW or something. Like something ain't right. This dude do not.
I don't think you said that right.
Nah, a BBW is a big, beautiful woman. A BBL is
no. What's the BBL? BBL. My bad. Butt lift. This one, I know he ain't really got a butt lift. Listen, yo, Manti Te'o completely looks different now, man.
Yeah,
he completely looks different. And my example is, I'm telling y'all remember how the internet went crazy when Travis Kelce cut his beard off? Yo, you don't remember that?
Cut his beard off?
He cut his beard off, yo. All the women was outraged. That was like, yo, you need to get that beard back because you benefited from that, buddy, because you was not a good looking guy.
I know something like that though. Remember when they digitally erased James Harden's beard?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a mole.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. LeBron too. Like I seen one where they had cut all LeBron's hair out.
Yeah, they took his hair and his beard off. That nigga look wild.
Like a cancer patient.
Yeah, he got small eyebrows too. I was like, yeah, nah, bro. That's not it.
So Manti Te'o definitely benefited, man. Listen, man, because these veneers, hey, boy, it can change your whole life up, but I'm telling you.
It depends on how you get them though. You get the motherfuckers too.
He got the good one though.
Yeah,
he got the right one.
Be looking crazy.
Because I heard that, my bad. I heard that like when you go into the NFL, as soon as you get drafted, like they have a dental plan for you, like right off the rip. And and that's what they were saying, that like some guys who choose not to get, because everybody would talk shit about Mike Strahan, and Mike was like, nah, like this is me, like this is my signature, this is how everybody knows me. You know what I'm saying? It's by the gap. And like they said, that's one of the first things NFL players do, because a lot of them don't really have dental plans, in college and shit like that. So once they go to the NFL, they get their teeth fixed, and now veneer is the new thing. But go ahead, Jamar.
I'm about to switch over. Hold up.
Yeah, man, you ain't supposed to have non-white. I mean, your teeth ain't supposed to be that white though. That's the thing.
I know it looks so weird when it's like
it don't look
clean.
Yeah, it don't look authentic, man.
Man, you out here looking like you got chiclets in your mouth, dog.
Yeah, that shit look crazy. Like,
it looks
like you don't ate piano keys. That shit look wild, bro.
So the question was about he didn't have the glow up, right? Everybody like, oh, he didn't glow up, right? Okay, so that's what they're saying, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a damn near ugly kid, like very, very mediocre kid. I'm a good looking adult because a beard is nothing but makeup for dudes.
Facts.
That's all it is.
A hat is too. It's a hat and a beard. You get you a hat and a beard, bro. You like a superstar.
Or you get that Steve Harvey lineup.
Yep.
Because really,
or get that Jason Tatum.
True. Or you get the Doc Rivers where they just spray the hair on top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about this when I was gone, when y'all had kicked me out the pod or whatever. But I was thinking to myself, what if we was wrong? Like, what if everybody was wrong about this? Like, what if everybody just judging Manti Te'o and like, yeah, he's naive, but we know super naive people though. Like, we know people get money stole from them all the time. Like, people give to these crazy foundations and stuff and get took all the time. This man literally was talking to a person and had emotional connection with this. Well, it wasn't him then, but now it's a she. And he had the situation. And in all honesty, you remember the movie Swim Fan?
Oh my God, Swim Fan is one of the most scariest movies ever. My God.
So think about
I don't know if you ever seen that shit.
Yeah, so just think about how if that would have been like a Swim Fan situation, like this person who was catfishing him was literally going to do harm to him because he was close enough to him without him even knowing that it was him the whole time. He came to him as a brother one time, came to him with a little niece or whatever. Like, this could have been super scary. I mean, I know we're joking about this, but let's think about like these Division I athletes sometimes get these crazy ass girls who are obsessed with them, just like most of other celebrities. Mm-hmm. And to think that he was not even enough to let this person get close enough to him that they could have done harm to him. They just messed up his reputation, but it could have been worse. They could have got pictures of this man, some little news or something, threw him up on the internet.
I'm 100% sure they would have never got a nude from vanilla ass Manti Te'o.
Vanilla, hey, bro.
Sex wasn't even on this dude's mind, bro.
You're right, but it might have been on her mind, though.
This nigga was a purified fucking Mormon, bro.
All I'm saying is we all know what's good. Like we can say like we think that these people are vanilla, but the last one we watched, dude was making them the kids like get nasty. Like them kids be exposed to stuff too in the Mormon situation, them little Mormon cults.
No, not that one. No, not that type of Mormon. I'm not. That's a whole different type of Mormon. I'm talking about classic. Like this nigga was damn near Amish.
I know what you saying.
Yeah,
but I know that even Amish people, they have different sets where they do stuff. So we don't know what set he is. Like we can assume that he down with the that set, but he could really be down with that set. Like he could be
Mentateo. No. Now we don't know. Renaya, I can guarantee you, sir. I can guarantee if I guarantee you that Mentateo was a virgin on his wedding day.
I don't believe it.
I don't either.
I'm sorry. I mean, because like that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like when Catholic priests take their little thing or whatever, you know, they supposed to no sex, all that type shit, and they out here smashing boys. Like, nah, it ain't different because they pledged to God to they're not doing this shit anymore, and they out here not only smashing, but they smashing the same sex, which they say, you know what I'm saying, you don't supposed to be out here, you know what I'm saying, being a homosexual. So I don't believe that, man. I'm telling you, I look. We just all gonna have to disagree. Well, y'all kind of agree.
Y'all can disagree all y'all want. I'm telling you, I know guys like this personally. I'm not talking about socially awkward. I'm talking about strictly just naive people that don't know shit about what's really going on out here. Like we have a glimpse, you know what I'm saying? We have a glimpse, 1 foot in, 1 foot out of what society is like and then what it could be like shit like that. I'm telling you, like these dudes live strictly what it could be like. They don't have no glimpse of the streets, none of that shit. And when I tell you they are naive, I'm talking about a girl be like, hey, you cute. This nigga will blush. Grown ass man blushing, like bashful type shit. Like he scoot himself to the side like that type shit. Like cheeks red, all that. So Mentateo is definitely one of them people. This nigga is whatever L7 square could be. This nigga is that to the 10th power. This nigga don't know nothing. I'm talking about if he seemed like the type that'll see a girl and tell his friend he like her and don't never say nothing to her. But if his friend was to go over there, like he'd be like, no, don't do that. He one of them type of niggas.
I hear what you said. I hear what you're saying. I'm not. Obviously, he was naive. He got catfished for 4 years. I get that point. But Jamar brought up a good point.
Hold on, wait, time out. You said this shit went on for all 4 years? I thought it was just that year.
No, it was all 4 years.
He been talking to her.
Okay. So if y'all don't see it now, I don't get okay. This nigga, I know this nigga had sex another day.
Why you think it's such a bad situation?
No, I thought this nigga just like met her that year and fell in love with her on some shit. I didn't know this shit was all 4 years make it worse.
Bro, because he had to fall in love with her enough to be like, man, be upset that the girl
nigga could have fell in love. That nigga could have fell in love with her that year. I guarantee you that. He felt. Matter of fact, when he met her a week after that, he probably was in love.
Stop it. We can't. We
gotta give him Manti way too much credit.
I'm giving him some credit because at the end of the day, bro, like to go on national TV, be that broken up about the girl. He just lost his grandma too, so that actually
that's what. To me, that's what hurt him. What I thought would have hurt him the most. Apparently, it didn't. He didn't give a fuck about his grandma. He only cared about that fake lady.
So, did y'all see the movie Moana?
Yes, everybody's seen that movie.
Okay, so if you've seen the movie Moana, you know in Polynesian culture, them people don't really die. They just turn into whatever animal they got tattooed.
That's hilarious.
So he already knew his grandma Dukes was good, but the girl, but his girl. But the girlfriend, she was Moana.
Hey, real quick, what you think his girl about turned into?
Probably a shark.
He turned to the jaguar.
Probably a squid.
She turned to a hawk. Hey, that shit is comedy.
She probably turns into like a little squid because they kind of
a sick individual, bro.
So you know what I'm saying? So
oh my god!
In his culture, he ain't worried about the old folks. Old folks kind of like us, like your grandma died. You know, she go to church every week, so you ain't really worried about it. You know, but you worried about your wild ass girlfriend. Just out here like Moana trying to chase after the water.
So we gotta talk about Renaya Tuasusupo, bro. This motherfucker here, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a sick individual.
No, this motherfucker is a genius, first and foremost. Second, he missed his calling. His real calling is in acting, in theater, voiceover work, all that shit. This motherfucker could have been a star for real.
A real star.
If he wasn't so in love with Manti Te'o, this nigga really could have made it in life.
You think it was Manti Te'o, or do you think he was just like caught up in this, like just wanting to be a different person?
That nigga's in love with Manti Te'o. When he was they was showing him as her, and they kept and he was talking about the shit with Manti Te'o. Like, you can legit hear in his voice, like, no, he was really in love with this motherfucker.
True. I'm not saying that the shit don't exist. There are some people who you can connect. Now, listen, people. You know what I'm saying? There is a such thing as connecting with somebody on an emotional level. Like, that is something. So I can see how that shit can end up happening over a period of time. Some people can.
Well, technically they did meet though, right?
They did. They just meet. He just didn't meet him as him. He didn't meet him as.
No, I'm talking about way before all this. They did meet though.
No, well, no,
they was on Facebook talking to each other.
Well, yeah, they met is on Facebook, but they did see each other face to face. But he was his actual person, saying that he was the cousin.
The bro,
with the niece.
No, he said cousin. It was cousin.
No, I'm saying with the little girl because it was like her niece or something, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And it was actually in real life his sister. But like there is a thing of actually, you know, connecting with somebody. I do believe they love them, but my thing is they was a complete. First of all, there was a psycho genius. You are right, but at the same time, when I heard
he called that motherfucking name,
when I heard Dr. Phil, when they showed that clip with Dr. Phil put that motherfucker in that room,
Dr. Phil said, I've had FBI investigators and police examine this, and they said that's no way that can be you.
And this motherfucker went in there and did it, and I'm like, yo,
Pixar should have been on the phone that day.
Yes, they should have called and like, yo, perfect. We will hire you right now.
Yeah, that'd been perfect. That's what he should have been doing. He should have been putting out demo tapes.
Y'all out here making a joke out of this. This man.
No, I'm serious.
He's the scariest man in the world, or woman now in the world. I'm gonna tell you why. If you can assume different personalities, different positions, and you willing to change your sexuality for that shit, bro, you different. You a different type of scammer. You on a different type of time. And he played the long game. 4 years is a long time to run a scam, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, it was longer than 4 years, bro. It was
it was 4 years because it was his freshman year.
I'm telling you, this was longer than 4 years because I'm telling you, they showed when he was on Facebook, and remember, Manti Te'o was shouting him out with the music thing and like, yo, go check out my Oos Renaya's music, and he was like, thanks, Oos, and all this other shit. Man, listen, that's where that shit started.
So he
was the only before then.
He was the only one to share his SoundCloud link, and he was like, "Yo, this motherfucker care about me."
You're a sick individual, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all laughing, bro. What you think? What you think Manti Te'o gonna go as when he die? You think he gonna be a little tiger or something?
Nah, bro. What's the most naive thing you could think of? That's what he's gonna be.
Like a lemur or some shit.
He's gonna be a sunflower.
No, you gotta go back as an animal. You can't come back as like a flower.
Oh, you gotta be an animal?
You gotta be something that's living.
Oh, that nigga gonna be a possum.
You gotta play dead, bro. That ain't cool.
Yeah, I mean, he
like
come back
like a sloth, like because he kind of slow with it. Like he'd be like,
yeah. You know what? No disrespect, but what if that's the case though? Like, what if he's slow? Mentally like, yeah.
Then he took advantage. Like that's actually wrong because they took advantage of a person that's mentally ill. But
that's what I'm saying. Because I'm telling you, something is it's something, bro. It got to be something because there's no way, bro. You could just be that out of touch to not even think like, let me FaceTime this motherfucker. Let me do something. Like I want to see this motherfucker. As a dude in college, your hormones is raging at all times, bro.
He
like
was getting some, bro.
No, he wasn't. I'm telling y'all. I don't think. I swear to you, bro. Manti Te'o was a virgin when he got married, bro.
Bro, Susie Q and wherever he was at in South Bend was somewhere up there topping my man's off, and that's why he wasn't really worried.
Not at all.
Sean, what you
The
think?
white girl was crawling over Manti Te'o, and he was pushing them off with sticks and brooms.
What's that song they be like? What's that song that the new song the little kids be saying? They're like, "Get up off of me," like, ugh.
Yeah, that's what he was doing because he had a girlfriend that he never met.
I firmly stand on my stance, man. I think Manti Te'o was smashing girls, and that's why he was letting this shit go on for this long, and he was planning on marrying this person that he'd been talking on the phone for 4 years, and I think that's why one of the reasons why he accepted it, but also he got to to answer your thing. Now I forget when when old girl was like
Renaya,
and that's another thing. The name go both ways. that could either be a girl or a dude.
Because I watch it with I watch TV with subtitles. On the subtitles, they just call that motherfucker Naya.
That's funny. but
y'all going down, bro. This shit.
No. I'm with Jamar. I'm getting there because there is something that I wanted to speak on what he was saying, but to what Scoops was saying, I don't remember exactly when they said they started, but they said they went on Facebook as this other person and had some other relationships, but she said it always ended like after like a month. And she thought that the Manti Te'o thing was going to be the same thing that she's already dealt with in the past. I think she said she might have did it 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying, with some different guys, and it always ended after a month. Because remember, Manti started reaching out to other friends on the friends list and was like, yeah, like, we used to, speak, and then all of a sudden they just ghosted me or whatnot. So they had practice before, Manti Te'o. But to Jamal's point, I absolutely agree with you. Like, on a serious tip, like, it could have gotten really bad. Like, this could have been a situation where Manti Te'o had met up to this person when they went to play USC, and the next thing you know, top linebacker in the NFL, and in college football, found dead. You know what I'm saying? Foul play is involved. It could have been a really bad situation where you just didn't get humiliated. Because at the end of the day, he still got drafted, not where some people feel he should have, but this could have really ended terribly.
I'll be honest with you, he got drafted way too high.
I mean, hindsight being 2020, like, yeah, it's easy to say that. But we don't know. No. I mean, listen, I hear you. I've never, like, for me, it's always been 2 people for me. Now, there's been some people that, sprinkle in here and there, but for me, when we talk about Notre Dame, it's always been Joe Montana and Tim Brown. I mean, okay, Jerome Bettis. Other than that, it's like everybody else been kind of, I feel like they was really kind of overhyped. But those 3 guys were the ones I felt that wasn't really overhyped.
Right.
He was overhyped, but
okay, real quick though, let me tell you. In total tackles, he only had 111 tackles that year. He had 55 of them solo, and then like 66, I think it may have been less than 55, but it was 50 something solo, 50 plus 60 plus assisted. He only had, I think they said he had 1.5 sacks, and he had 7 interceptions that year. That's actually some decent numbers until you find out who Dan Moe from Toledo is.
Why?
He's Dan Moe, he's trash can juice, but he had way better numbers. He had like 180 something tackles. He had like I think he had like 3 sacks, and then he had like 2 interceptions. And then it's another dude that was in Georgia that also played linebacker. All these are linebackers. The dude from Georgia, he had 14 and a half sacks. He had 160 something tackles, and he had 5 interceptions.
Like I said, like, I don't think he should have been there. And that's what because we got to, speed up the process a little bit. That's why we got to get into, I can see how they had the conversation of, was he involved in this? Because 100%. That story of his grandmother and his girlfriend dying on the same day, and he's saying, I'm going to dedicate this season to her. And then all of a sudden he has a pretty good season. But then at the same time, people looking at it like, look how he deal with adversity. So what they're doing is they're attacking on a tragedy onto numbers that are above average. I wouldn't say that. I mean, not even really above average, but it was good numbers. Yeah, above average numbers. But you tack on this tragedy along with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It makes it different. And then once you get to the Heisman place, the stories that can be told, they always love getting into these in-depth stories at the Heisman place. Mm-hmm. So that's when I can see how some people be like, and I'm gonna throw this to you, Jamar, how some people can be like, was he involved in this? Because this really took him. He was already on the national stage, but this took him super national. Mm-hmm. I don't think he personally was involved. I think he's, the word that Scoots keeps saying, naive to the fact. But I don't think he was personally involved. But Jamar, do you see how people can be like, were you involved in this because it did take you to another level?
Yeah, man. Because it's easy to do it. We always want to think we can find the real truth to something. Like we always be like, oh, well, maybe we really know the Manti Te'o's behind the whole thing. But what the realistic part about this is Manti Te'o didn't know that soundbite was going to be used and people was going to listen to it. Like there's so many stories in the NCAA where guys have like cancer and stuff like that, especially now these days. Like College Game Day is like a damn. They pull tears from me every week because something sad happens.
Yeah.
So it's like every week there's a guy with a soundbite. The kid from Iowa last year or a couple years ago when they beat Ohio State, and
they had the little kid and it's sitting. First off, the stadium is sitting right next to the hospital at the cancer room, bro. Like you can't go in there and beat them like that.
So to say that he used that is kind of wild because his grandma did die. Like people forget that. Like his grandma did really die. Like if she's a seahorse,
he didn't care about her.
Yeah, if she's a seahorse or she's a starfish, whatever she is right now. Why
you keep picking animals for the host?
I'm trying to use sea animals, bro. Like, man, just forget it.
She was a jellyfish, she was a squid. He called her a shark. He gave her everything in the ocean.
You want to say something like majestic, like something like
that's what I said, a jaguar.
That's not in the water. That's not in the water.
I know, but a jaguar is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if my grandma died, I want my grandma to come back as a jaguar.
I mean, that's you and your people, but I'm saying for him, he probably like starfish or something.
At least a puma or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, it's probably like a sea animal. Like, could be a dolphin. I mean, she could be a dolphin, technically. But I mean, that's all I'm saying is what I'm trying to get to is that they would have found a way if it was that to magnify the story. But he wasn't the only story that year. There was other feel-good stories. The fact of the matter that helped him, but he couldn't help that both of them died in the same year.
And on the same day.
Yeah, I don't think you make up a story about the girlfriend, even though your grandma just died. I think that's just kind of like, unfortunately, like she just was like, then grandma just became collateral damage.
Yeah, good point.
I'm sorry.
Hey, bro, that just made me remember a clip from Power, bro, when old girl came in and what was Ghost's wife name?
Tasha.
Tasha, yeah. He said, God damn it, Tasha, the love of my life just died.
Hey, Tasha.
Hey, this nigga said that to his wife. Bro.
That motherfucker Tasha was sick, bro.
Crazy. That's wild to tell your wife that, bro. That's how I felt with Manti Te'o. Like, God damn it, grandma, my girlfriend just died.
You a starfish and shit out here, and I'm out here like holding on to their like, yo, let me throw this out there. Have y'all heard the joke where the guy says, he's like, you ever went out, man? You ever got some stuff so good you got to come back and tell your wife about it? He was like,
that's crazy.
I'm sitting there like,
I don't know.
I ain't never had none
I ain't never had that. Nah, I want whatever that is. That's called alimony. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
You gonna start calling that thing alimony.
That's suicide.
Or hit him with that damn Harlem Nights. Tell your mama ain't never come back again.
Get your mama on the phone.
Yeah, come back again.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
I think seriously though, Renaya, man, like,
hold on, I think Sean had something real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, this is something else that we haven't mentioned on this podcast about what's sick about Renaya, is the fact of Manti told her my grandmother died, and then she come up with the story that she died the same day. Come on, you are a sick individual.
Hold on, Brad.
We on the
And
same. We on the
also,
same path. Actually, we on the same path. Actually, go ahead. We on
and
the same
then
path.
and then like to do the whole thing of faking a ventilator sound, saying that you have cancer, and then
Pixar
you
to the
choose.
this motherfucker.
And that's what I'm saying. So the cancer thing started first, and then the day that he tells you, "Yo, my grandmother passed," and she's like, "He's emotional. He's this. He's that." And then you wait a couple of hours, and then call back as the man that you are, and say, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? She just died. She's gone." You do it on the same day, and then say, "Oh, I didn't think he was gonna take it that bad." Are you
Yeah, because
fucking kidding me?
he thought that he would give more of a fuck about his grandmother.
Man,
I
listen,
just told you
that's
she a starfish, bro. Like, stop.
yo.
But listen, we on the same path because what I was gonna say is that after a while, it seemed as if like Renaya was really trying to stop this shit. Like it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, they was trying to get it over with. Yeah, like I think the whole using the girlfriend death thing was his way of getting out of it, getting, you know what I'm saying, to stop it. And then just be like, okay, I can't keep doing this because first and foremost, this motherfucker is way too famous. This motherfucker is all in the news. And then he just went on live TV and, you know what I'm saying, just said, hey,
or his heart out.
You know what I'm saying? My well, I'm sorry, I'm at the wrong part. So basically, he's way too famous for this shit. These motherfuckers on TV, they got their own goddamn channel on NBC when they playing games. They on TV every week. I can't keep doing this because then what if he mentioned me, whatever. I think this is what's in Ronaya's head. Now, where I think Ronaya had to come back was, and where he fell in love again, is when he said, you know what I'm saying, he did this for his grandma and his girlfriend. And somehow that struck a chord with him and was like, wow, he really loved me. And that's why he came back and was like, hey, I was just joking. I wasn't dead. I was alive.
Okay. So there's a lot to unpack right there. So I just want to throw this out there. So there's a part in here because he is saying that, he passed away, right? Mm-hmm. And we're saying, okay, you passed away, you're dead, you're not going to be here anymore. The grandma's also perished and now is a sea lion. So now we come to the conclusion that Renaya not only tried to shut it down, mm-hmm. but every time she did, he would just come back with more. Like he wanted more information. The only problem is he could have deaded her, but he came back as the cousin, and then the cousin started playing a role in it. Then the little mm-hmm. baby started playing a role in it. And then before you know it, now they back in love. And now he got to come back as a real person again. Oh, by the way.
He had his little sister calling that motherfucker uncle, bro.
That's nuts. But what's another thing that's
never did no shit like that. She just the first chance she got. I'm not his uncle. I mean, I'm not his niece. I'm his sister.
Yeah,
he
a liar.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Naya? What's Naya?
Right.
Like, yeah, exactly. What y'all saying is so true, but I'm sitting here trying to think what's sicker. Like, and I get the mindset of saying, okay, your grandmother just passed. Let me combo this and then end it, right? Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, that's sick. But what's really sick is like, yo, I'm alive. And then like, yo, let me pass the phone. And then you just change your voice and be like, listen to my voice. This is me. And this is the thing. And we are 2 weeks away from the biggest game in my entire life. And you gonna pull this shit on me?
That. Let's get into
not only the game.
Heisman.
The Heisman. I got the Heisman in a couple of days. And you
it was the day
2
of.
days.
It was the day of.
2 days.
No, it was the day of.
No, it was the day of.
The day of. So he's sitting here on national.
He said he literally got out of the limousine, got the phone call, and then walked in there. And the whole time in his head, he thinking, should he say something?
Dude, that is, look, you want to talk about inconsiderate and not caring about other people. If you really love me, don't pull this shit on me right now. You wait till after this Heisman ceremony, and you wait till after
you
my
stay
game,
dead.
and
You stay
then you
dead.
tell me.
Let's
Yeah,
keep
you
it
stay.
100.
Yeah,
Let's keep it 100. Renaya didn't know shit about a Heisman. Stop, man.
He was a
no,
boy.
he played
He
football.
played football, bro.
He had two
Yes.
uncles in the fucking NFL.
Yeah, I know. Did they win a Heisman? No, they
They
didn't.
didn't win a.
Bro,
I know they
come on,
didn't.
bro.
Hey,
So he didn't know. He didn't
Did
know
you win
nothing
one?
about a
I
Heisman.
ain't
Did I
know.
win
I'm
one?
not going.
No.
I'm not rolling
I
for that.
won
I'm not rolling for
multiple. I
that.
won multiple Heisman's in NCAA football.
Okay.
2013,
Me too.
14, 15. Like, yeah, I won multiple Heisman, sir.
So what I'm saying is, sir, is that just because you
For
ain't won
multiple
a
schools
Heisman,
at that.
okay, you're a scholar and a gentleman for sure. But my thing is, I think he knew enough about football to know what the magnitude. And plus, it was everywhere on TV. But he ain't been keeping that?
But you got to remember, he didn't like football.
But he would have knew because he was peeping the story about her. They would have been talking about that everywhere. It would have been everywhere.
Man,
And
yeah, he didn't. No, fuck
that.
that. He could look. He could not have liked football, even though he played. But like football was so entrenched into their family. I mean, like, come on, man. 2 fucking NFL players and your cousin is in the
That
NFL
nigga
at
wanted
the time.
to be a singer, bro.
I don't care.
Come on, man. You know about football by default. Ain't no way. You're not.
I know,
but that's
what I'm telling. I'm not. When I say that he don't know nothing about a Heisman, I'm saying like I'm not saying that he don't have no knowledge of what the Heisman is. I'm saying like he don't give a fuck about football, bro. He said that. He said like he didn't want to play football. He wanted to be a fucking singer. The nigga
so
had
why
a whole SoundCloud.
So why you texting tips then? Oh, well, this team. He was texting tips as a girl.
He's gay. He was gay. He was trying to put on the front as if he, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't gay. Remember, he was this whole time. We also have to remember that he's struggling with his sexuality.
Yes, and he also
said 2012. They not accepted yet.
True, but he also said he started to fall in love with football again and started giving tips. That's exactly
what because the motherfucker he fell in love with was a fucking star football player.
Are you guys
that's all this nigga could talk about was football. He had nothing going on.
I'm about to dead this whole thing right here.
Number one, the Polynesian people are a close-knit people.
100%.
If anybody Polynesian wins absolutely anything, everybody in their community know about it. So because he was Polynesian, they knew what the day was. They knew because he would have been the first Polynesian person to win one because it's before Marcus Mariota.
I know that. I'm not saying that he didn't have no record, no acknowledgement of what the Heisman is. That's not what I'm saying.
No, and he would have knew the day because it would have been everywhere in Polynesian culture. Like the girl won like American Idol one time, and every Polynesian tribe that they got was watching the shit. They was having watch parties. So we already know what it is.
I don't think he cared that much about this motherfucker getting no Heisman. I'm telling you, the nigga wanted to be a fucking pop. He wanted to be Mark Anthony.
He wanted to be in the thing, getting the hug. You know, to get when they go to the Heisman, they hug the mama, they hug the daddy. He wanted to be there beside his boo. What you talking about?
For sure, but he knew he couldn't do that. Also, remember when he went to even when Renaya went to his people and told them like, "Yo, this is what I'm doing," and remember, this is all through this situation. He went and told them, "Yo, I'm doing this," and like at that moment, that's when he broke. That's when he came out to his people and told them like, "Yo, I'm gay." They had that conversation in that moment. So that's what I'm saying. Like he been. This is a person who's been struggling with his sexuality his whole life. He finally got the man in his dreams. That shit sounds crazy. He got the man in his dreams, and he really can't even have him because he's not who he is. He's a whole nother person that he has to make up to get this person.
But this is what you're forgetting. He was forced to tell his parents that he was gay because the story was about to come out.
Yes, Lord.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it wasn't by choice. Yes, he was struggling with his sexuality, but he never would have told his parents that day if this story didn't get so damn big.
You're right, but I'm saying that at all that aside, he still had that conversation in that moment. At that, even when he said it in the doc, he was like, "Yo, I was relieved because I had to tell them that I was gay."
I hear you, but how I started this whole little segment is the fact of you are a very, very troubled individual to pull this on a person on the biggest day of their life in the Heisman, and a couple of days away the damn national championship game. I hear what you're saying.
Yo,
you know football. You could have waited. because football is about 70% mental.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna throw this shit on this person at this time. Like my thing is, if you love somebody,
here and lay this shit on me,
like now,
I got a belly full of white dog crap. Oh my god,
man, hold this information for me after. And then this is the thing: even after the game, I'm about to go start training for the NFL. But still, wait till after the game, and then you tell me your little fake shit. Are you still alive? Don't tell me right now.
This is what we also not mentioning. You just brought it up. Is that the story is about to break? Because remember on Twitter, the journalist was putting out there, yo, motherfucker, this is Renaya. This ain't no goddamn Lene. Like this is the dude. There's a dude doing this shit. So he's really under pressure with all this shit. Like he's trying to hold his shit together at the same time. Or I'm sorry, he's trying to hold his relationship together at the same time. He's trying to hold his shit. So, like, in the midst of all this, it's a lot of shit going on. He just came out the closet. His relationship is going to shit. He died and he came back to life. Like, it's a lot of shit going on, bro. Like, he's going through a lot of shit emotionally.
Cassius don't realize, bro, if he had really been, like, on some real stuff, man, he could have really turned it. He could have, Renaya really could have turned into, like a young great white. Like I would say, like she could have been like a great white because like she really is like running, like she got like a lot of like predator type mentality, but she went after that man multiple times. Like
my whole image shit just changed. When you said a young great white, I thought you were talking about like an actor or like a singer or something like that. I had no fucking idea you're talking about a shark, bro.
Polynesian culture, bro. That's legit, bro. Moana
this nigga has named every animal we know of in the sea, bro.
I don't know. Listen, I got some more left.
Listen, how relieved do you think Manti Te'o was when he found out he didn't win the Heisman?
Bro, like I don't know if he was relieved. I know that definitely.
Just in that moment.
Oh, so he ain't gonna talk to people. He probably was like the same relief you get when you've been messing with some girl for a long time. She tells you she's pregnant, and then her period come on. Like, like that same type of relief. Like that's something different.
Man, I think this nigga anxiety was so through the roof, bro. Like he would have broke down in that moment, bro. Like to be sitting in that chair, knowing that you could possibly have to go up there, accept this trophy, and make a speech, bro. And you just found out all this information.
And you thought your girlfriend was a great tuna.
Yeah, exactly. Your grandma is out here, you know what I'm saying, in the Pacific Ocean somewhere. She's a fucking sea urchin. Like, it's so much going on. And then you hear the name announced, Johnny Manziel. I know this nigga was like, thank you.
He probably was thinking that his girlfriend,
that's why he
lost. He probably smiled because they probably thought to himself, like, yo, my girlfriend used to be a swordfish. I was about to run up on this motherfucker, like, grab her.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, that he had to be relieved as fuck in the moment. I mean, I know he was sad, too. Don't get me wrong, because, you know, you definitely want to win that trophy. But in that moment, he had to be relieved that Johnny Manziel won that motherfucker, bro.
I bet he was. I would have been. I mean, I never been in a situation, but, like, because...
You didn't been in a situation, though, Sean. Like I said, you didn't been in a situation that your girl, like you got a girl you talking to, she say she late and she been trying to get that darn. She called you.
No, well, I never had that. I was the fortunate person of only having those conversations with the person that I married. So I never that's never happened to me before.
Having condom sex.
Oh yeah.
You was out here Manti Te'o in it?
Come on.
Who, me?
I was really in there. But
oh good.
No, I was in there.
That was genius. That was genius. This nigga is talking to me right now, bro. This nigga just had me. He said Renaya could have been a great white. I'm thinking this nigga talking about like an actor or a singer or some shit like that. This nigga is talking about the shark, bro. This nigga is on fire. So let's get into the national championship, bro. Because man, if you talking about the biggest game of your life, you about to go into the NFL. Everybody knows you. You're one of the biggest stars at the time. And then, you know what I'm saying, you getting in there, you getting busy. You done had a hell of a year. You ended up becoming, I think, he got the second most tackles in Notre Dame history.
Second or third.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? You one of the you already in the Hall of Fame at school. And then you go to the national championship and Alabama bust your ass. On top of the fact that you're dealing with all this shit.
Very true. Now, the way they set this up was bullshit. And this is when I felt bad for Matt. This might have been the only time I really felt bad for the guy. Football related wise.
Okay.
First of all, don't get me wrong. Middle linebacker is a very, very important fucking position. It can change the landscape of your football team.
True. The signal caller normally.
Yeah.
True. But let's be honest. Notre Dame was completely overmatched.
100%.
It did not matter if this shit happened and he was mentally fucked up out there. Manti Te'o was not changing. Whether he dealt with that alive thing or not, that outcome was going to be the same regardless.
Nigga, Eddie Lacy was going to run all over them regardless.
Man, listen, Amari Cooper, who was even in the secondary on that team?
Nobody knows who was on that team besides Manti Te'o.
I know Marcus. No, not Marcus. Yeah,
so you
Marcus Golson. He ended up going to Florida State, which was
he was on the line, wasn't he?
No, the quarterback. No, the quarterback.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, he ended up his 5th year. He transferred out and he went and played for Florida State, and he was trash with us. But I know he was on that team. But he also was from South Carolina too. That was another reason why I knew him.
Let me tell y'all how bad this game was, right? I turned it off and started listening to it on ESPN radio.
That game was trash.
That game was
the reason I kept watching it is because how much I hate Notre Dame.
Facts.
I love the fact that they got murdered out there.
Bro, 42-14?
It was something crazy like that. And I only felt bad for him for the simple fact of people was like, the way they put it in a doc was like, oh man, you know, this information, he was not focused, he wasn't there, and fuck that. This team was gonna lose this game regardless if you got the information or not. Alabama was way too strong, and Notre Dame, let's be honest, was an average team.
And they was way too cocky.
They was one of the most average in the BCS team to make it to the national championships. They was one of the most average teams.
Not on this game. But guess what y'all messing up, bro? That's where y'all got the whole game messed up. It wasn't that Manti Te'o wasn't on his game. His team was borderline trash can juice, like they always are.
Yeah, that's what I said.
On top of it, he was out here thinking that his girlfriend was an octopus, and she wasn't. Like she ended up being somebody else.
He was trying to figure out how the fuck his girlfriend came back to life like Jesus.
No.
That's what was going on. Because that shit would have had me baffled. Wait a minute, nigga. I heard you on a ventilator. You had cancer and everything else. They called me and told me you died, bro. And then all this time passed, and then you came back to life. It wasn't 3 days either. It was some time went past. Like your body was already decomposing, and you came back, my nigga. Nah,
he pulled a Lazarus.
He should have called NASA. Nigga, hey, I know where some magic is for real.
No, he should have called them people and said, "Yo, listen, like my grandma a starfish and my girlfriend was an octopus."
No, see, now you got to stop. Hold on. See, I was gonna go back to this. Don't disrespect octopuses like that.
Yeah,
octopus could rule the whole sea if they want to, but they choose not to because that's not their mentality. She
could have died and became an octopus for sure. Because the way that motherfucker was able to become a woman and wasn't a woman and use the voice and all that, very versatile.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. She could have gotten to a jar. She could have gotten the jar and closed it and got that stuff out of it.
Listen, here we go. Are y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Another Disney reference, not Moana related. But don't Naya seem like Ursula a little bit though?
Now, yeah, for sure.
Now.
So, yo, Naya could start on the team right now.
Defensive line, offensive line.
Either one, bro. Either one. Like the transition from high school to Dr. Phil to now is crazy. Because
Yeah,
in high
it is
school, he
pretty
was like this real skinny kid, and then like on Dr. Phil, he was like my size. He looked like me. I was like, yo, this could be my cousin. And then I'm dead serious. We was built the same. When he was on Dr. Phil, we are built the same. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I see
man,
it.
he got to quit going to them luau's.
Eating the whole pig and shit.
Yeah,
For sure.
this is definitely true. This is definitely true. Yo, man, this thing was crazy. First of all, let me say these untold stories are cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've watched, I think 3. Well, this is my 3rd one, but they do pretty good with these things. Netflix got a thing going when it comes to that. But this story, man, it really took the world by storm because we was talking about this on the 4-3 thing that we did,
Mm-hmm.
and
that wasn't a 4-3. That was the Kegheads.
Oh, the Kegheads. That's right. It was Kegheads. Like the catfish documentary that was about Neve came out in 2010, which it wasn't.
No, it's 2012.
No. That was 2010.
Oh,
the
show
Neve,
started.
Yeah. The show started in 2012.
Okay, man.
But
At
Neve
the same time, this nigga was getting
at
catfished.
the same time. Yeah,
I told y'all this shit was going on at the same time, bro. It had to.
So Neve gave you the blueprint of like he was the person that he documented this whole thing, which was smart on his part, because why would you let me film everything I'm doing because I'm talking to someone and they keep being funny about meeting and all this type shit. So let me document my own life to make sure that this happens good, and if it does, then we got footage of how we grew in love with each other and all this bullshit. And for Neve to do that, but this is the thing. I never seen the 2010 shit. I've seen the show. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I end up seeing it afterwards, is what I'm saying. I seen Jamal Face, but I didn't know about the 2010, 2011. I didn't know about this Neve catfish shit.
Man, listen, I'm telling you, bro, I remember this shit got big because, matter of fact, his dad said that shit to him. His dad was like, you could be geting catfish. Remember, and he was like, I've never heard the term catfish.
It wasn't his dad.
Who
his
was
dad?
it? His
lawyer.
Friend? Oh, his dad.
His uncle or somebody was a lawyer.
The lawyer. Yeah, you're right.
Was a lawyer, and the lawyer said catfish. And
telling you, bro, starting tackle.
Hey, you stupid. Listen, it was. I think his uncle was the one that was a lawyer, and he was like, "Yo, this sounds like a catfish. Stop it, man. Stop it. Okay, listen.
That's crazy.
Listen, this is a professional.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Renaya is androgynous as fuck.
The name?
No, him like literally, physically, he's androgynous. Like even when he was in dude form, he still could be either way. Like when he was on Dr. Phil, he could have been like, if you would have just seen him, you wouldn't have known if he was a man or a stud.
Yeah, I feel you. Especially nowadays, like, man, you don't even know. Like, I be going around now, man, because I'm a FedEx driver, so I come across a lot of people. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, I'm not, and this is not being funny. I know y'all gonna laugh. I'll be like, yo, I don't know what that is. You should never say
that part, bro. You should never say that part.
I honestly be at places sometimes like I don't know.
Hey man,
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Be like, see? Yo, I'd be like,
go to the other side. Go to the
other side. Yeah, but there be times I'd be like, yo, I don't know. Yeah. I honestly don't know, and that's what's scary, man, for the kids today, because it's like, yo, like y'all better.
The kids today they cool with it. They don't really care nowadays.
Yeah,
man.
All right, I gotta tell y'all something.
I don't think that this would be the time where, like, I think our generation and the generations before us are the ones that, like, when they find out afterwards and then they kill them. Like, that's our generation just right before. I think the kids today, they might be like, what? You used to be a what? All right, well, you should have told me. You know what I mean?
Ain't no finding out. They already know. I'm telling you, they cool with it.
They cool with it. Because, okay, so, all right. I teach at high school. You know, everybody knows that. If y'all don't know, I'm a coach and I teach at high school with me and Sean at high school. So recently there's been some situations that have been brought to my attention where there are several persons who are different than the gender that they were when they were born. And they identify as the opposite gender. So I'm in school. I'm new to the school, and like Sean said, I grew up. I'm in an era where dudes used to kill chicks that say they was presenting as a woman, and they might not have had all the equipment like a woman would have. So I'm in the school, and I'm like worried about that. Like I'm like, well, are they safe? And she was like, they're the most popular kids here. Like they got the most popular, they got the most friends and everything. I'm like,
I'm telling you, like nowadays, bro. That's what I said. In 2012, they never would have been like that. Now,
guess who the bullies are?
It's acceptable.
Guess who the bullies are? Guess who the bullies are?
Who?
Gay kids bully straight kids because they ain't gay. Think about that.
Yo, this is wild.
This
man.
shit is the Twilight Zone, bro.
Bro, these gay kids at the school, literally were picking on straight kids. Like, oh, y'all niggas ain't gay.
Like, yo, that's
they
wild.
had to bully me. I'm sorry, I'd have been getting bullied. No, sir, I'm not.
But then we had the conversation there, like, hey, yo, this is the bully conversation that the bully was having. Like, he was going around asking dudes was they gay, and they was like, nah, and he was like, well, y'all lame, and then boom, boom, boom.
Well, I'd have been lame because no thanks.
Yeah, I'm good on that too.
Yeah,
definitely.
But I mean, to each his own. Y'all want to do what y'all do your thing. But
for sure.
I don't want to be a sea amoeba no way, because that's like, I don't want to die and become a sea amoeba because they're like the worst.
Man, this guy, fire flames, man.
Houseway.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame,
bro. Oh my god. Did it play?
Yeah,
it did.
Okay, we're just gonna assume it did. Cool. So, fire flames, man. Sean, what you got, man?
All right, man. So, Jamar, you listen to the show, but just for you to know, we do ratings from 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. We do this every episode, and from an informational point, I think that they was really good about it. They did bring in, I'm not gonna call it the PC thing, but it's just kind of what it is nowadays. They put the whole disclaimer of, we didn't know that this person was transitioning when we filmed this. So I'm thinking Manti Teo sent in his information first, and then they did the interviews with, Renato or whatnot. So they did the PC medical show. I didn't say Renato. What did I say? I said Renata, didn't I? Is it Renata?
It's Renaya.
Renaya, my bad. So the whole Renaya shit. And also the whole thing of bringing in, when Manti Teo said, yo, I've been in therapy, and my therapist said, have you forgiven yourself? You know what I mean? So they brought in the whole mental health thing about it, but I don't know why they broke it into 2 parts. I guess they do. I don't know. But as far as what they gave us, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Because I think that they, informational wise, you know what I'm saying, I give it a 4. But where I'm gonna knock it a little bit is just the fact of, like, I do feel they was making some excuses in some of the parts. So you need to stop. So I'm gonna knock it for that part, because I hate when they throw the whole excuse thing in here. This guy, I can't look at the screen. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give it a 3.5, man. But they did reveal some shit in here. There's a lot of shit I did not know. I knew about the information. Well, I mean, I knew about the situation, but I didn't know about it in this depth. But I'm gonna give it a 3.5, man.
Okay, Jamar, man, it's on you, brother.
I need to throw something out real quick before I do my rating. It needs to be talked about that. Let's say Manti Teo ends up with the real version of the girl that catfished. Is that a happy ending?
Hell yeah! Did you see her?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I saw her. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we don't know, like, how she is up here. You know what I mean? Sometimes the bad ones, you be like, you get with them and be like, man, she a diva. She this, she that, she this, she that.
But who knows? To show you what he really thought he was talking to. Like, this person was who he thought he was talking to for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's say
But the personalities are not the same.
No, I thought you were talking about with the person in the picture. I didn't know you were talking about with Naya.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the same thing. I thought you meant the person that he used the picture. Well, she used.
Oh, like if he ended up with Naya?
Yeah.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. If this story was current, this wouldn't even be a story.
Facts.
Not this big.
No, it wouldn't be a story at all. If Naya was already, because listen, if Naya was in, no, it would have been nothing. And if in 2022, Renaya would have catfished this nigga, and then ended up because he would have been able to become Naya, he wouldn't have had to do the catfish shit. He'd have just been exactly what we see now.
He'd just been transgender.
There you go.
I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, me and Scoots, we thought you were talking about.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the
person in the picture. And I was like, because think about that though, before you get your rating. What if he ended up getting in contact with because they found the girl?
Yeah,
and they spoke to her. So just imagine if he, you know what I'm saying, backdoored it and actually started talking to the girl in the actual picture and he got with her. That's what I thought you meant. I'd be like,
that's what I said. Yeah,
I didn't actually think of that, but that does sound better than my original. So yeah.
If he was actually with the Lene lady, then that'd have been fire. She was alright.
Yeah, I guess it's happy ending. So I'm gonna give it a 7. I mean, of this 1 out of 5, right?
1 through 5.
I'm gonna give it a 4 because 5 is the highest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they're doing a really good thing with these Untolds. I don't know who's writing them or who's putting them together, but me as a producer, when something's well put together, I'm always for it. They had a lot of different elements. They gave you the documentarian part of it, which is just a lot of information. They went back and took you back to the time when this stuff was going on. They laid it out really, really well. And so for me personally, as being a producer, from a producer standpoint, I'm like, this is a great production. And then on top of it, had some nostalgia because we were alive during this happened, so we remember all this stuff. So they did a really good job of bringing it back to our recollection. Pretty much counteracting whatever we might have thought. Because when we went into it, I thought I already knew the whole story. They come back and they did a really good job telling the story again, capturing the emotions of both sides. Because I thought she was a sociopath anyway, but I really think she's a sociopath now.
For sure.
So you know what I'm saying. So now we just have both sides of it. They did a really good job with it. I can't give a 5 because at the end of the day, I still think there were some stones unturned. We never figured out what happened to the girl that was the victim of being catfished. Her actual personality was catfished. We never find out what happened with her. That's one of the things I would have wanted to know. How was her life impacted by this? Because people would have been. So I'm assuming people thought that she was dead once they start showing the pictures.
Well, you know what? That's a great point. Because they spoke to her, but she never. I don't know if she didn't want to be a part of this. But you got to imagine she walking around just regular in California. Hey, you was the girl that they used the picture for Mateo.
Exactly. That's a question I had too. How the fuck didn't she see none of this going on?
That's what I'm saying. So that's another part of it that I feel like if they would have captured that, and they could always have a part 2. You know what I'm saying? It's not a all one off, but they didn't do that for me.
It's her time to get some money.
Get your bread up, girl. Man. And that's what I'm saying. I would want to know. For me, that's the only thing I think it lacked. I would have gave it a 5 if they had dug into her story a little, given her perspective, when she found out about it, how she felt, and how has her life been impacted and what she's doing. That's it. But 4 out of 5 for me.
That's what's up. So I thought a lot about this after we was done with this, and initially my rating was going to be a 4. But it got bumped up to a 5 because at the very, very, very end of this, they let Mattel, get his shit off. And he said that, when he was talking about going to the therapy and everything else and about forgiving himself, he said that, he forgave it, he forgave himself and he got over it. And then he said, to this day, I would tell Renaya that, that I forgive him. And then they panned over in the next scene to Renaya currently, and Renaya was now a woman. And they stood on that scene for a good 7 to 10 seconds. And I cried my eyes out laughing at that because that was the most ignorant shit I've ever seen in a documentary out of all my time living. So yeah, I'm going 5. because not only did they take us back, not only did I totally forgot about all this shit that was going on. So this shit like really put me back in 2012, literally. And yeah, this was an amazing documentary. I liked it. Like you guys said, a lot of information. It was actually good to hear from the person who was doing all this because they really focused heavy on Renaya early on, and then like in the second half of it, they got a little bit more into Mental, but it was a lot of shit going on. So to be able to see what the thought process behind somebody who's doing some shit like this is always interesting. So yeah, I'm giving this a 5.
This guy completely forgot about the disclaimer that they showed you before every episode. But that's funny. Okay.
I don't think he saw the disclaimer, my nigga. That motherfucker said, tell Renaya, I said, I forgive him.
I forgive him.
And they paying right to her. I said, oh, yes, this is it right here. That's the move right there. Okay. So
inclusion.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, man. Look, you know how I am with documentaries, man. And I get in depth with these, you know what I'm saying, ratings. And like, the two main documentaries I gave a 5, man, was some of the fire shit ever, man. I gave that Outcry, and I gave that OJ Made in America, man. Like those are like two of the greatest documentaries I've ever seen, man. And this wasn't that. It wasn't that.
John, you gotta live in the moment, bro. Like you all about like the technicals, man. You gotta think about what it like how it make you feel. Like when I when I watch a good doc though, like sometimes I'll take a good doc over a good movie because that shit really happens. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to use their imagination to make a movie happen. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody bringing up or making up a story or something, or sometimes they reenact or something. But like when you go and you take a real life story and make that so crazy that it's better than TV that you scripted, you can't beat that. And that's what this one did. This one took all the little moments, all the little integral things that we all was thinking, and they just brought it to light. Outside of what happened to the girl, they did everything. They covered all the bases. Like they even took it to how it affected his pro career. Could you imagine being on a pro team with this dude and he the dude that got catfish like that?
Man, they done made songs about this dude. They done did political cartoons about this dude. They done did everything, man. Like, yeah, he really had to go through some things.
Yeah, his name is a term now.
Yeah, getting tails. Getting tails. That's crazy.
Definitely.
So, man, listen, you know what I'm saying? Jamar, man, thank you for joining us. We greatly appreciate it, man. Let the people know where they can find you. Give them all your socials and all that good stuff.
Man, you guys can reach me on. Can you see my little thing right there? So you guys can reach me at D2N Podcast LLC, D2N _ Podcast LLC. That's the network. That's where you're gonna find all the stuff for 43 Pod, except for like the actual the video version on our YouTube. But then all the guys gonna have their own version of it on their social medias for the audio version. And then of course you can find me on my personal page at KegHeads _TM. That is a trademark term. So if anybody uses it, I want my bread. And that's just where I talk to different people. I had Sean and Scoots on there with me last week. That's how we started talking about this. That's all, kind of bounced off of that. And that's kind of how we came up with this pod. But I appreciate y'all having me, man. I wish y'all the best. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the pod, man. Just keep doing what y'all doing and try not to turn into a jellyfish before you go.
Man. Anyway, man, listen, bro. Follow us on IG and Twitter, man, at View and 9 Pod. Also, follow us on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group. That's for myself, man. You can follow me on Twitter at Scoots Bronson. I got a link tree in the bio. That's so you can find me everywhere else.
Yeah, y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram and Twitter, at 28 minutes or less pod. That is on IG. I literally just dropped today. You know what I'm saying? It's just coming out today. Or is it coming out tomorrow?
It'll be out tomorrow.
So yesterday I dropped, you know what I'm saying, an episode I feel really good about, man. Episode 97. I did it on the guy Freeway Ricky Ross, man. So go check out that new episode. I just dropped this on all major platforms. I went in depth with it. I feel very good about it. So, this is one of my little things, this little series that I got on the podcast that I do. So go, so go check that out, man. Episode 97 on all major platforms, man. And also, there's really no need to do it coming soon because we did it on the last one. The episode that we got coming soon, we doing, you know what I'm saying, top 10 action bad guys, man. So we're taking a break from a movie or a doc or, you know what I'm saying, an appreciation episode to bring y'all a very fun episode of a list of bad guys, man. I've been working on that list, Scoots, man. I came up with some
my list is done. My list is done, and I got honorable mentions.
I ain't got no honorable mentions, man, because for some odd reason I can't think of no damn action, like good action movies, man. But
I found some.
I'm gonna be working on it, man. I'm gonna be working on it.
For sure, man. So yeah, man, this is a bonus episode. So you know what I'm saying, we had to give you guys some extra. This is a, you know what I'm saying, quick idea that we came up with on the fly. We definitely gonna be doing a lot more of these. And we're gonna have some other guests come on too. So y'all look out for these. But yeah, y'all have a great day, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching and all that great stuff. And until the next episode, man, like they say in Hollywood, that is a wrap.
Cut.
That was Mahaka.
Yo, what?
Mahaka.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, she did the sign. She did the sign with the hand. That's right. No, he didn't make it up.